question is not 67% centrally funded and why not equivalently state funded. I would rather sound a little unorthodox, say why at all funded by the center of the state. You have to change this mindset. If you are thinking of a global role for yourself, most of the successful scientific ventures across the world do not depend on government. You rarely say, Chandrayaan 3 lands on the South Pole, अरे साहब क्या हुआ? अमेरिका तो 50 साल पहले, साउथ अमेरिका ने पैसे पाक सरकार से तो नहीं लिए, नासा 60-70% कल्याण रमन work there में he's come from that. So we have added a new asset to our family. So we have to get out of this mindset. In fact, I sometimes it hurts me whenever, because being a public functionary, I have to perform the task of meeting all kinds of delegations, go to bad, superior, inferior, and keep the secretaries insulated. And what is most hurtful is that everyone who comes individually, reflectively, comes looking for fun. So in order to cut long story short, when they start talking, हमने ये किया, हमने वो किया, हमने वर्ल्ड में पहली बार किया, सारा कुछ किया, मैंने कहा, then I invited the gentleman or gentleman, I'm sure you didn't come here to give me your profile. Please tell me how much fund are you looking for? And then they come to the top. ऐसा वो अप्लाई किया हुआ है, सेक्रेटरी साहब से कह दीजिए. Unless we change this mindset, we will not be true to our scientific endeavors. And as I was saying, you have to follow global strategies, you have to give up this. And that is why we have to integrate private sector as much as we can to the largest possible extent. And that's why this beautiful experiment of Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which I'm sure is going to prove to be a better version of what we have across the world. And that also would be mandatory to determine which kind of collaboration we, with whom, see from what sources. So let government become increasingly facilitatory. Only then we would be able to move forward. Otherwise, no government in place. Thanks to Prime Minister Modi, he is personally indulging and giving us this hike. In each of our science departments, we have more than 100% hike in the last 10 years. But otherwise, government has its limitations. It can't be funding everything for your research. It has to look after the other things also. So we have to generate our resources. And for that matter, in fact, I was sitting with the industry representatives, I said, I have a complaint with you also. You have not risen to the occasion. Suddenly we have opened up to, we are asking private sector to come, but there is no private sector. And maybe not to grudge them, because they didn't expect us that we will suddenly open the space sector to them. They didn't expect that we will suddenly open to the people. Now we don't have partners in space. The kind of projects that we look forward to, where are the companies? So again this news comes as it started floating, Starlink aa gaya hai, aa gaya, because we need to have about 10 R&D robots, so many medical colleges. So the private sector also must be asked to, because this is an opportunity. So that is one thing. And now the other aspect which he spoke in one of his slides is weak governance structure in the states, which was headed by CN. Now there are two aspects. So this is basically a systemic fallacy. Neither science and technology ministry can do anything about it, not the media. It might take 2 generations. We are a very young democracy, just 75 years old. Now what is happening is Chief Minister has other better things to do. His main concern, he looks after home. Invariably every Chief Minister has home. So that is his plan. Then he looks after GAD, which in our is DOPT. So he looks after the transfers of the IAS officer. He has to place, officers of his preference. So this is last in his mind. It doesn't have time, so no meeting. And irony upon this, which you didn't mention in your slide very kindly, is that your science and technology secretary in the state is the most reluctant secretary. He is invariably an IAS officer. He feels that he has been sidelined and therefore given this proposal. He wants to be transferred out. So most of the time he is spending in the corridors of the Chief Minister's office, the secretary, trying for a transfer out. So you have to actually think on those lines. You can't leave everything, as Mark Twain once said, economics too serious to be left to economists. So this is an issue which requires a wider introspection. And since I said we are all researchers, a person we have learned not to talk without evidence. I tell you, I give you one small example. 6 months back, one of the institutes, I will not name it, which happens to be under the jurisdiction of Dr. Kalai Selvi. She has 37 institutes. I mean, her empire is as large as Queen Victoria's. So, that institute, sir, the director, since I also happen to know, the director came to me and said, sir, everything is fine but I'm not getting enough of cooperation from the state government. So I said, what do you expect us to do, or how can we? He said, if somehow the secretary could be changed. Okay, because he's not interested in our work. He's looking for something. And now, when I move over to North York, I wear another jersey. Then I become DOPD man. And next 2 days later, sir, the same secretary also seeks point with me and says, sir, I have come here asking you to please intervene and get me transferred out. I said, you are the luckiest person. Those who want you to be there also respecting you. Those who want you to be rid of, they are also. So in such a scenario, do you think they will work? So we have to actually institutionalize. Either you have to find a way out, or you have this kind of an arrangement where we have lateral entry, secretary.